Hello children, welcome to EVS class. This month we have a special topic to discuss, the beautiful colorful animals that have wings. Yes, this month we are going to study about birds. Birds are also living things which have a backbone. They have 2 feet with a beak and that has no teeth in it. Like all living things, they can also stand, walk and run. So these are the only animals with wings and feathers. We always see many kinds of birds around us. They are very colorful. They help us to keep the food chain balanced. They also breathe with the lungs like human beings. But the very special one is that they have feathers, which is covering their whole body. There are different types of feathers which we are going to discuss in the later portion. The birds with light bodies can fly high in the sky. They are called as flight birds. For example, crow, sparrow. And the birds with heavy bodies that cannot fly are called flightless birds. Example, ostrich, peacock and many more. All the birds have very special features, like they have a light bodies. Yes, they have a very light and hollow bones. That is why they are able to lift and fly high. They have feet and claws. They also have a beak which helps them to eat the food. So, the parts of a bird has head and a body. The head has eye and beak. The body has all over feathers with 2 wings on both the sides. The feet has claws. So now let us study about the very special features of birds' beaks. You don't find the bird's beak same in all the birds because their eating habit is different. Some birds will eat grains, cereals, and some birds will eat the flesh. So their beak is shaped in the way that what food they eat. So you can see the beak of a crow is different from a beak of a hummingbird. You can also see that a pelican is different from a kingfisher. So their beak is modified in such a way depending on the food they eat. So what are the different kinds of birds' beaks? For example, hooked beaks, which you see in eagle and vulture. Very short beak, which you see in sparrows. The long sharp beaks, which you see in the catching fish, which will catch fish. Yes, the pelicans. Okay. And the long thin beaks for eating nectar. So the hummingbird will suck nectar from the bird. So they need a pointed beak. So there are different beaks which we are going to study in detail. So now let us start with a strong, short and hard beak. Okay, let us start with a strong, short and hard beak. Where do you see such kind of beaks? In birds like sparrow, pigeon, which eat nuts and seeds. What they had to do? They have to crack and open the grains. So they should have a very strong and short, hard beak to open the grains and eat them. So in sparrow, pigeon and yellow robin beak, you can see that is very short, but it is very strong. Yes, and it is very hard too. Now going to long and pointed beak, which is used by hummingbird or sunbird to eat the nectar from flowers. So they need a needle like so that they can insert that beak inside the flower and suck the nectar. So they have a long and pointed beak. Someone is using a strong and chisel shape like making a hole in the wood, very strong wood. How, if you want to make a hole, what will you use? You will use a chisel, right? So woodpecker and hoopoe, they make hole in the trunk to take insects. They also sometimes lay eggs in it. So they should have a strong chisel shaped beak. So the woodpecker and hoopoe have such beak. The broad and flat beak. So which is having the broad and flat beak? The ducks and goose, the cranes, all these are having a flat, broad and flat. When the duck has to take a fish from under the water, all the mud and dust particles also will come with the water, right? So it has to filter the water. So it has a hole on the beak so that the water will come out of it. So it can eat the fish with a clear one, so that the dust particles will not go inside its stomach and get diseased. So what they will do, they will filter the water and then eat the fish. So they need a broad and flat beak. So you can see the crane and duck are having a different kind of beak. Now coming to the strong, sharp and hooked beak. You can see in eagles, vultures and hawks, because they eat the flesh of the birds and animals. So their beak has to help them to tear their flesh of their prey. So these animals will have a hooked like, it is like a hooked like beak which will help them to tear the flesh. They are also called as the bird of prey because they eat the flesh, right? They hunt and eat the flesh. So they are called as bird of prey. So now I can compare all these birds, beak, whatever I told you can be compared to some instruments which we use in our day-to-day life. So spoonbill, the spoonbill is having a beak like shovel which is used to dig the soil. And flamingo is having a beak like spatula which we use to take or dig something, right? Spatula. And heron is having a very sharp needle like a skewer like a needle which is helping them to catch the fish. Woodpecker is having a very sharp and very strong and pointed beak, right? So it is like a chisel. It has having a strong and chisel beak which is used like a drilling machine. It has to drill the wood and take the insects from it. So what its beak is like, it is like a drilling machine which is drilling the wood. And nutcracker is nothing but the sparrows which are having a strong, short and hard, which using their beaks they used to crack the grains, right? So the cardinal, sparrow, all these are having a beak like a nutcracker. How the nutcracker will crack the outer part of the nuts. So these beaks are compared to the everyday use materials. So you can see some different animals of birds which are having different kinds of beaks. You can see the hooked beak, the insect catching beak, the fruit eating beak, the conical beak, the needle, the nectar sucking beak. All these beaks are different for every bird depending on the food they eat. So now let's have a small recap of what we studied, the types of beaks and the birds which are having it. Strong, short and hard beaks are the sparrow and pigeon beak which eats grains. Strong, sharp and hooked beaks are with eagle and vulture where they eat the flesh of animals. Strong and pointed beaks are present in woodpecker and hoopoe where they had to drill the wood and take insects from it. Broad and flat beaks. So the duck and goose have a broad and flat beaks to filter water and then eat the fish they hunt. Long and pointed beaks are present in hummingbird which sucks nectar from the flowers. Now let's study about their type of feet and claws present in different birds. Like all living things, using their feet, they also walk, run, climb, catch their prey. Everything is done using their 2 feet, which is having claws in them. Eagle and vulture are having very sharp talons which is helping them to hunt and catch their prey. So let us study in detail. So there are different types of birds and they are named by their feet. For example, the hen is a scratching bird because it scratches its feet on the ground in search of insects or any grains or seeds. So the hen is called a scratching bird. You will find that they have a very strong feet with the toes with the three toes in front and one at the back. So they scratch the ground. Okay, so that is why they are called the scratching birds. You can see the peacock also digging for food using its toes, or ostrich also digging with their feet. Next is the climbing birds. All the birds climb, but this woodpecker and hoopoe, they have to hold the branches till they drill their wood, till they drill the wood to take the insects from it. So it's very important that they have a two sharp claws pointing in each direction, so that the feet is helping them to hold the branches tightly, so that when they are standing on the trunk, the balance is equally distributed. So what is happening? The legs are spread out in such a way that it is holding the trunk of the tree, so that they start drilling the wood and insects are taken from it. So woodpecker and hoopoe are generally called as climbing birds. The webbed feet or the duck feet, where the skin is connected with the feet. You can see this when you go for a swimming or diving. People, when they go under the ocean, no, they have a webbed feet, so which helps them to swim like a paddle. It will be helping them to paddle inside the ocean. So duck is also having a webbed feet where it works like a paddles and helps them to swim, which is a very flat one. Their feet is very flat one where the toes are joined with skin. So this is called as webbed feet. Now perching bird. All the birds we see around are perching bird, which is helping them to hold and sit. Their feet will help them to hold the branches when they sit over them. Like crow, dove, sparrow, all these are sitting on the trees, right? So their toes are modified in such a way that it is holding the branches. So that is all the birds like crow, pigeon, parrot. Every bird is a perching bird, which helps them to hold the branches so that they can sit for a while, right? Next, we will move on to the wading birds. These birds you will see around the lakes, which are having a long legs, so that they can walk in the water. Very marshy water also they will be walking with their long legs, like crane, stork, heron. No, all these birds are having a very long leg with spread out toes, so that it is easy for them to walk on the shallow water. So this you can see along the rivers or lakes, all these birds which are having a very long legs. Okay, so and they have a spread out toes. Such birds with long legs are called as wading birds. They are called as wading birds. And the talon bird, the bird of prey, eagle and vulture, you can see them how the talons are very sharp because they use it to catch and tear the prey, whatever their food is, they use it to pierce it. They use it to tear the flesh of animals. So already they have a sharp and hooked beak, right? Their talons are also so sharp that they hold the prey. So let's recall the types of birds what we studied: flesh-eating birds, perching birds, scratching birds, climbing birds, water birds and wading birds. So these are the different birds we studied. So flesh-eating birds, they have a sharp talons. For example, eagle and vulture. That sharp claws is called talons. So perching birds are the birds which are holding the branches with the three toes which is pointing forward and one at the back. For example, crow. Scratching birds are the hen and the peacock which scratches the ground. Okay, scratches the ground to take the insects or grains. So in them, three toes at front and one toes at back. So climbing birds, they will have two in upward direction and two in downward direction so that they can hold the branches and climb over it. Water birds, they are the webbed feet where the toes are connected with skin which will look like a paddle to help them to swim. For example, duck. And wading bird is very important, that the birds with long legs with spread out toes, they are called wading birds. So next, coming to the special features of the bird is that they are the animals that can fly. So how is that they are flying? They are first like an aeroplane. It takes off by spreading their wings. Then after getting into the air, they start flapping. Then we're going little more to a higher level. They start gliding. This is how the birds fly with respect to gravity. So they have two wings, okay? That is downstroke and upstroke. That is how they push their wings up and down. They are given by two stroke. It is downstroke is the way they push the air down, and the upstroke is they are pushing it to lift the wings and move forward. The bird's body and wings are covered with many feathers. There are three different kinds of feathers present in their body. One is flight feathers, body feathers, and down feathers. Body feathers is the feathers which is covering whole of the body. Down feathers are very fluffy and the soft one which is keeping the body warm. The flight feathers are the very strong feathers which are present on the wings for helping them to fly. So there are three kinds of feathers which is helping them to keep their body warm, covering their body, whole body, and the other kind is helping them to fly. You can see the feathers being worn as a hat or the feather pillows which were used in olden days. So war bonnet is a headgear which was worn by the old kings to denote their hunting ability of how much they have hunted the bird. So you can see colorful feathers on their headgear which is called as war bonnets. So some quill pens are also made of feathers. So now let's coming to the nest which is the home for birds. So generally you can see a bird building a nest on a tree with the materials that are available around it, like leaves, the threads, the twigs, the hair, or any kind of materials which will help them to build a nest so that they can hatch eggs and grow chicks from them. So how do they build their nest? They build their nest using their beaks and they carry the materials with their feet. So every bird has a different kind of nest built according to their place where they are living. So you can see some birds are building their nest on trees, some on the ground, and some on a very high places, higher places where their enemies cannot come and take their eggs. So nests are built only to lay eggs on them. So you can see a weaver bird which is building a nest with leaves and twigs. You can see the crow building a nest with the wooden leaves or wood twigs, then ropes, and many more things like straws. Okay, all these things are used to build a nest for crow. You can see a hen sitting on the eggs. So hen lay their eggs on the ground, so they don't build nest. Tailor bird builds his nest using its needle like beak to stitch like a tailor. So what do? They make the stitch the leaves and makes the nest through it. Then they collect all the cottons, twigs, grass, everything, dry grass, and finishes it with a bed like thing on inside the nest so that they can lay their eggs. Then the chicks come out of the eggs. You can see the tailor bird feeding them, right? So the leaves are beautifully stitched together to form a nest. That is why they are called as tailor bird. The weaver bird also makes a hanging nest. You can see that it has a small opening in the nest through which the bird enters the nest, lays eggs and hatches them. Okay, so they use leaves, grass or twigs to build a nest. Woodpecker is having a very sharp and chisel shaped beak, right? So what it is doing, it is drilling holes on the trees trunk and laying eggs inside them. They have a very sharp and chisel shaped beak, and the feet is holding the bark of the tree. So that is where they lay their eggs inside the tree. So that becomes a nest of woodpecker. Now a very interesting bird, penguin, which is making their nest on the ground using what? Using stones and pebbles. You can see them, they are collecting the stones and pebbles and making a small nest, and in that they are laying the eggs, and the legs will start hatching, then the chick will come out, a small penguin. So penguin is a bird that cannot fly. That is why it is making nest on the ground. So now you can have a small recap of what are the different types of nests we studied now. It is cupped nest where the crow is making on the tree. The ground nest where the penguin is making using stones and pebbles on the ground. The platform nest is a very high nest built by the eagle. It always builds its nest on the top of the tree where it can protect its chicks. Weaver bird always has a hanging nest using leaves, grass. Parrot always makes a cavity nest. So cavity nest is nothing but a hole on the tree. So the colorful birds are different from each other due to their beaks, feet and claws. They also build beautiful nest to lay eggs. All the birds are having different types of feathers. All these were discussed in the class. Now I hope you got an idea how special the bird is. So take care of it. Bye and thank you.